Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Big Akar Ahmed and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about a specific clip from Muhammad HIJAB. If you don't know who Muhammad HIJAB is, he is a Muslim YouTuber, pretty big one on the internet. He got popular off of debating over the last couple of years, and I'm not too fond of debaters. I don't want to talk too much crap about specific people. I don't want to talk about Muhammad HIJAB in any negative light. He is spreading awareness for the religion of Islam, and he's spreading awareness for the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. So no bad blood when it comes to Muhammad HIJAB. Do I agree with everything he says? No. Do I like the way he stances on specific things in a debating tactic? No, because he does go into a lot of these subjects assuming so that he's right all of the time, and even when he is wrong, he has to use debate tactics to make himself seem right. Even though it's very clear that he is wrong in many different occasions, he will make himself seem right, which is dishonest and disingenuous when you're trying to spread a awareness, or when you're trying to spread a truth, especially about Islam, especially about a religion, especially when you represent the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, the last prophet of mankind. And no bad blood against Muhammad HIJAB. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala go ahead and reward him and guide him to the straight path, and allow his channel to grow, and allow him to come out and speak about things way more clearly than I've seen him previously do so. So we're gonna go ahead and react to this clip really quick, and this clip is going to be about Palestine or Gaza, and it's called "The Mask of the Islamophobes Has Dropped."
One of the things that I think has been best about what's happened with the Palestine issue is that the masks of the opponents of Islam and the Muslim peoples have dropped. We really understand where we stand now vis-a-vis these people. That now the indifference, the apathy.
So he's right. The masks of people have started to come off, but it isn't just of the Islamophobes. The Islamophobes, yes, of course, especially. They're really coming right out. They're really just attacking Islam. They're attacking the Muslim people. They're calling the Prophet names. They're doing all of these things without any type of actual knowledge or any actual understanding about what they're speaking of. They're attacking something for the wrong reasons. And this is important because it's showing people's true colors, and it's allowing us to see who people truly are, to stay away from them or to engage with them. But this is also a very big problem because it's causing more divide, it's causing more fighting. And it's not just the masks of these Islamophobes, it's also the masks from the opposite side. Muhammad HIJAB, Habibi. A lot of people, Sunni, Shia, all over the internet, they're out here fighting, arguing, cursing each other out. It's getting very intense, and this is why I don't like the debate tactics, because most people are debaters now, and they're debating without any type of academic knowledge or any type of knowledge in general. Most people don't even read their Bible. Most people don't read their Quran, but they speak about it and defend it as if they believe it's like 100% truth, but they've never ever even read it. They don't even know what they're defending, and this has become a very big problem. And the masks of the ignorant, I would agree, are very much coming off. Not just the Islamophobes, but the ignorant, and the internet is doing a very good job at doing that.
Empathy that they feel towards us and our people is made clear, because in this time we've reminded ourselves of what the purpose of life is. We've reminded ourselves of the fact that we are Ummah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's created unification among the Muslim people, and it's allowed us to establish Islam to a certain extent in a way that wasn't established before, because we realized that the ones who care most about us is us. This is what we realized.
So I agree with you and I disagree with you here. I 100% agree that now more than ever, the message of Islam and the Muslim Ummah has grown to a peak and a point that we have never seen it before in history. And that people who are Muslim now are more Muslim than they've ever been before. People are rushing towards spirituality, rushing towards salvation, rushing towards faith, because they see the way the world is turning, and they see the evil. When you see the shaitan, when you see the devil, there must be an opposite force and an opposite truth to that. And this is what is making people actually pick up these sources and read and study and understand and unite and come together. And this is a very beautiful thing. But at the same time, I do think that there is a deceptive point inside of all of it, and I do think that the powers that control this world understand exactly what's happening, and they're also using Islam as a weapon towards our own people. And if you go online and you see the way that people are speaking to each other and debating with each other in the comment section, this is what one of my last videos was just about, is it's getting really, really out of hand, the way that the Muslim Ummah is actually dividing from one another. The way that, yes, it is growing, it is strengthening, but at the same time, it is dividing. There's this wall in between a lot of us that is growing and growing. And the ignorance factor, the lack of knowledge, is growing even more as well. No one is actually picking up the Quran and actually reading it anymore. They're just quote picking, and they're just searching up what they want to search up online. They just search up whatever hadith they want to search up online, and they grab one or two sentences and they're done. And this is becoming a very big problem. Muhammad Hijab, you are an academic, you're someone who's gone to school, you're someone who reads, you're someone who studies, you're someone who understands how to gain a certain amount of knowledge and how to go ahead and put things together to go ahead and talk about specific subjects. You're not going to talk about something unless you have sourcing, unless you have points, unless you have your ideas all put together. But this is not most people, and most people are out here actually arguing about things that they have no preconceived knowledge of, that they might listen to and hear on YouTube, or they see on TikTok, or things of this nature. And the opposite end and the opposite side, those Islamophobic people that are going ahead and pushing the opposite form of content, is turning a lot of our Muslim Ummah, a lot of our Muslim brothers and sisters, more and more extreme, and causing them to react in more of an aggressive manner. And this is also not very, very good. Habibi, I would like you to go ahead and tell your Palestinian brothers and sisters this, that are in Gaza currently. Because I think that if you told them that the Muslim Ummah is strengthening and it's getting better and it's getting stronger, I think they would very much disagree with you. I have seen very, very, very many clips watching the news every single night, and as Palestinians literally screaming and crying, when kun Muslimin, when Muslimin, where are they? Where are the Muslims? Where are the Muslims? And it's crazy because there's 2 billion Muslims. There's 2 billion of us. We make up 1/4 of the world's population. And not even just 2 billion of us. We have a billion Christians on our side. We have a billion atheists on our side. And no one's doing anything about it. They're just sitting back and watching it. Yeah, the spread of awareness is fantastic. Spread of awareness is great. But who's doing anything about it? The only people I see really doing anything about it, to be completely honest with you, with my own eye, like if you use your eyes, your ears, your brain, the only people you see anything doing about it is the Shia populations of the Middle East. They're the only ones that are actually strapped up and trying to help. I don't see the kings and princes of Saudi Arabia who sit and take $20,000-$30,000 for each Hajj visit in Mecca, and they're helping. I see them making deals with the United States of America, making deals with Israel, going ahead and buying weaponry and doing all of these things. I see them funding proxy wars with the United States of America and Afghanistan and Iraq. And I see them funding Israel. I see them friends with Israel. I think that this is becoming a very, very big problem. No one is doing anything about it. They're scared to do anything about it because they have their hands tied up and wrapped up in these deals. And this is a very big issue. They are right. There are these Palestinians, our Palestinian brothers and sisters are literally screaming, where is the Muslimin? Where are the Muslims? I don't see them. I don't feel them. And this is 100% evidence. If you go ahead and speak to them about what's happening to them, you're going to get a completely different answer than what you really just said. Yes, is the religion of Islam growing? Yes. Is the Muslim Ummah coming together and talking more? And is the religion of Islam more knowledgeable and more at strength that it is now than it ever has been before? Yes, it has. But it also is dividing in a very huge way, and we are desensitized in a very, very big way, and this is becoming a problem. And it really breaks my heart when I literally see clips of Palestinians in rubble going, when kun Muslimin, crying, asking, where are the Muslims, where are the Muslims, where are the Muslims, Ya Allah, where are the Muslims? And this is something that I find very, very gross. I find very distasteful. And to be completely honest with you, the only people I actually see helping is Iran, Lebanon, and Yemen, who are the Shia population that gets slandered and destroyed online. And I'm talking about this because it's very, very important. Why are we slandering the people that are actually helping, that are doing anything, that are standing up for our Muslim brothers and sisters? Why are we causing a hate and divide bigger on these people? Have you ever questioned or understood how the governments work and how division works? I've never seen a push for hate on Shia Islam and Shias more than right now. I've never seen more uneducated and dishonest information about Shia Islam than right now. And I think that's to go ahead and separate the Muslim Ummah, not bring it together. I think it's to separate the people who are actually helping so that they can paint them in a negative light, so that when something is to happen or they are to go to war with Iran, with Lebanon, with Yemen, there becomes a very, very, very big disconnect within the Muslim Ummah, within the Muslim empires. And yeah, I don't think Saudi Arabia or any of the countries that can actually do something, that actually have weapons, that aren't broken down into rubble, that aren't ran by a bunch of terrorist groups and, you know, controlled by militia groups, are doing nothing about it. And many of these Palestinians are literally crying, where are the Muslims? And the Muslims are not responding. So Muhammad Hijab, great video. I do agree with you on some points, but I really do disagree with you on many others here. And I think that if we asked our Palestinian brothers and sisters, they would also disagree with you on many of these points. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God Almighty, guide every single one of us to the straight path, including you, Mr. Muhammad Hijab. Inshallah, your channel continues to grow, and inshallah, you continue to spread truth in a way that is not in a debating tactic, but in a way that is more enlightening and more open, and having open discussions. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And free Palestine.